Hi everybody, I'm Sarah Bent with spunkyandsporty.com, and today I am with you to show you how to do a makeup in a hurry. So if you only have like 10 minutes to do this and you don't have time to do all the detailing with your makeup, this is what you're going to do. I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so stay with me and I'll be right back. Now you're going to be seeing that I'm going to be starting off with the foundation, and I'm using the Fit Me foundation, and it's liquid, and I'm just putting a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to use the beauty sponge and I'm going to apply it all over my face. So what I'm going to do is I skipped the pore minimizer and I'm going straight to the foundation, and what I'm doing is I'm dotting it on but lightly blending it at the same time. So I'm just sponging it on, and then I'm just slightly, gently just pulling it and just mixing it in into my skin. So I'm getting it all over. As you can see, I'm just getting it all over, under my eyes, all over my nose. And I'm going to go over my eyelid as well. This way too, if you put foundation over your eyelid, it also helps keep your eyeshadow on longer. And I'm also going to blend down onto my neck just so that it keeps the same tone, even though it is my skin color, because I do a match so that it is the same tone as my skin, because you don't want to have any makeup lines. I'm just going to finish up the foundation there, make sure it's all blended in, and then continue it down over my neck. There. And then next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my concealer. So I'm using a liquid concealer, and it's in the light shade, so it's a little lighter than my skin tone, and I'm just going to dab it over. I have a couple little marks on my face that I'm covering up, as well as under my eyes. So I want to cover all under my eyes there. And the makeup that I am using for this is the Rimmel, and it's Wake Me Up. So I'm using the sponge again, and I'm just going to lightly pat under my eyes and just gently blend it in, because you don't want to have any cakey look or having it dried over your foundation look. There's nothing worse than that. So you want to blend it into your foundation, just lightly bringing out a little bit over there so that it's all even, and you want to dry. So you're going to air dry it. Now next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my loose powder. So I have a loose powder, the translucent powder, and the one that I'm using here is Marcel, and it's just a translucent medium. I'm going to take the big powder brush and I'm going to lightly tap on the bottom so that it brings the color into the brush more, instead of having it all on the edge of your brush and then it just sits in one area. So this helps blend it evenly over your skin, and you're not going to get any blotches of or big spills of powder in one area. So next, I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I'm going to comb them up first with the brush, just so that they're all going in the same direction. And then I'm going to I'm using the L'Oreal, and it's in the dark brown, just because my eyebrows are very dark, and even though my hair is black, so I use this. It's a cream eyeshadow, or sorry, cream eyebrow. So I just draw the line underneath the eyebrow first. As you can see. Then I'm going to take the comb and I'm just going to brush the color into the brows so that you don't have any lines left. Now I actually just started using this and I really quite like it a lot. My other option is the pencil, which you're going to see next, because I just finish off the edges of my eyebrows with the pencil, but I use black just because my hair is black. But I really do enjoy this cream. I find that it has a very almost natural color that it's putting into your hair. And so here I am, I'm going to be using the pencil just to finish off the edging, just because I find you have a little more control with the pencil when you're drawing a line. And with this, it's easy to erase if you do make any mistakes. So again, I'm just going to blend it in the edges, and I'm going to blend it in a bit with the cream part as well, just so you don't see the two colors. It's more of a neutral shading and blending in together. I'm not sure which brow pencil, what make I used, sorry, but it is in black. So next I'm going to be using Annabelle, and I'm going to use a powder, the powder eyeshadow for overall as my base. And it's called Gleam. So Gleam, it's more of a beige neutral base that I'm putting all over my eyes, all the way up to my eyebrow. So now you're starting to see a little bit of color. There we go. So we're done with that, and next we're going to take the eyeliner brush. You can see it's very narrow, and I'm going to go with the dark brown, and it's by Maybelline as well, the Nudes, and I'm going to be using the darker brown. So I'm going to use it as an eyeliner to start underneath, just to give a little more definition to my eye and a little more shape. So you can see I'm keeping it very, very close to the lash line, and I'm starting it from the outer edge and bringing it towards the corner. Now I don't go all the way to the corner, just because I find it closes my eye, so I like to keep it smudgy and the bulk of the color on the outer edge. And then I'm going to continue with that color, but I'm going to use a different brush. As you can see, it's a little bit wider, and I'm going to use that just in the crease. So again, it's just going to be just along the eyeball, the top of the eyeball to the outer edge. So I'm going to put the darkest colors you can see here. And also with the type of eye that I have a hooded eye. So with me, the color gets hidden. So I find in order to open my eyes up, I have to put a lot of color along the eyelid, along the eyeball in the crease, a lot of color, just a little bit heavier, and then you're going to see that I'm going to blend it out. But then if you blend it out too much, then again your eyes aren't going to be opened up, it's going to make them closed. So you want to make sure that you have the crease fairly dark. As you can see that I have there. So here's my blending brush. So I'm going to start blending that color so it's not so much of a line. And I'm just going to blend up towards my eyebrow a little bit. Just this way it opens up my eye. You can see how the difference there, it's making my eyes a bit bigger and more open. So if I left it just in the crease, then it would make my eyes look very, very small. Whereas here, when you blend it upward, especially with this eye type, then you can see how it opens it up more. And I'm going to go into more of different eye types and how to bring out those features in other videos. So I'm going to use my powder brush again, and I'm just going to make sure that there's nothing, no residue left underneath my eyes, just to make sure that it's all blended in. Now I'm going to use my eyeliner, and I'm just going to go on the bottom underneath just to make it a little more smudgy. I don't want to, I'm not going to go on the top this time because we're in a hurry, so I'm going to be doing a hurry look. And I just find that sometimes you don't need to always have the eyeliner on the top. Just enough mascara and it really completes the look. And oh, there's my eyeliner. So now I'm going to use the mascara. I love this mascara actually. This one is the Scandaleyes Extreme. So I use it in an extreme black. So what I like to do is I like to make it start brushing as closest to my eye, my lash line as possible, and work its way out. And I also blink repeatedly on the brush just to get as much mascara to cover my eyes as possible. And just to curl it as well at the same time. And then if you make any mistakes, you find that it gets into your eyeshadow, I will show you a trick after that as well, just to clean it up. So you can see that I'm blinking on the brush just to get a little bit more to curl the lashes at the same time. And again, we're not finishing with the false eyelashes today just because we are doing the in a hurry makeup look. So you haven't, there we go, so you can see. And now I'm just going to go along the lashes on the bottom and on the other side just to bring them out a bit. There we go, just to finish the look. There. And now I'm going to take a brush, the one that I used for the base, and I'm just going to rub any lines that I might have had left on my eyes from the mascara, just to blend in the color so you're not having any lines left. There. And what I'm going to do is next we're going to be using the bronzer brush with the bronzer. So I'm using the Biggie bronzer, and that's from Annabelle. And as you see, I'm just going to run my brush on both sides through all the colors. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fan the brush out so that, see, like that, just so that it's a little more for contouring, just to give myself a little bit more of a cheek and a little bit more definition. So I'm going to do it a little along the hairline up on the top and just giving my cheeks a little more definition. So I'm going to use this instead of a blush just so that it gives myself just a natural glow. And again, we're in a hurry, so we don't want to be fussing too much, but we want to still have a little definition and depth to our coloring in our skin. And last, I'm going to finish with a gloss. And I'm using just a neutral tone, sort of a slightly, with a slight pink tinge to it. And it's from Rimmel as well. So I'm just going to do that all over my lips instead of using a liner or anything like that. This is just a quick, easy fix, but it gives a little color to your lips, and it's just keeping everything natural.